The Roman fasces was one of the most important symbols of authority in the political system of the Roman Republic. It was made from a bundle of wooden rods tied tightly together, often with an axe placed in the centre. This object was not used as a normal tool, but as a powerful symbol of state power. The rods represented unity and strength, while the axe showed the ability to punish or enforce the law. Together, they clearly express the idea that the Roman state had the right to control, judge, and maintain order. The fasces was carried by officials called lictors, who served as assistants and bodyguards to high-ranking magistrates. When a powerful official like a consul walked through the streets, lictors would walk ahead of him carrying the fasces. This created a strong visual message that authority was present. People in Rome could immediately recognize power and discipline through this symbol. It reminded everyone that the law was always active and visible in public life. The meaning of the fasces was deeply connected to the Roman idea of unity. A single stick can be broken easily, but a group of sticks tied together becomes much stronger. This simple image showed that the strength of Rome came from its people standing together. The axe added another meaning, representing the ultimate power of the state, including the right to give serious punishments. In this way, the fasces was not just about unity, but also about control and justice. There was also an important difference between how the fasces was used inside and outside the city of Rome. Inside the city, the axe was usually removed from the bundle. This showed that Roman citizens had certain legal protections and could not be punished without proper process. Outside the city, especially in military areas, the axe remained in place. This meant that officials had full authority, including the power over life and death. This difference shows how the Romans balanced authority with citizen rights. The fasces also had a direct connection to the Roman legal and political system. Different magistrates were allowed a certain number of lictors, and this number showed how powerful they were. For example, consuls had more lictors than lower officials, which made their authority more visible. The fasces was therefore not just a symbol, but also part of how power was displayed and understood in society. Even after the fall of ancient Rome, the fasces continued to be used as a symbol in different cultures. It appeared in art, architecture, and government symbols, especially in Europe and later in America. In many cases, it represented unity, law, and strong government. However, in the 20th century, the symbol gained a more controversial meaning when it was used by Benito Mussolini in Italy. His political movement took its name from the fasces and used it to represent strong, centralized power. Today, the Roman fasces remains a powerful historical symbol. It reminds us of how ancient societies used visual objects to represent complex ideas like authority, unity, and justice. At the same time, it also shows how symbols can change meaning over time, depending on how they are used. The fasces is therefore not only a part of Roman history, but also an example of how political ideas can travel through centuries and take on new meanings.